Welcome back everybody to a special holiday edition of Does It Vlog. In this edition, what we'll be speaking about is my Amazon budget-friendly Christmas list for photographers and videographers. So these are items that are budget-friendly in case you have someone that is on your Christmas list that is a photographer or videographer. It's definitely things that I would like to receive for Christmas if I'm lucky. I don't think I've been that good. Let's get started. First item on my list, and of course, everybody that knows me knows I'm very much into bags and carry bags. I've purchased quite a few, but one thing I don't have, and I noticed that as I was doing some senior portraits this year, is I don't have a shoulder bag, a bag that looks like a messenger bag. This bag, the Star camera shoulder bag, it'll hold a camera body and two lenses as well as a 15-inch laptop. Now it is convertible. The camera inserts do come out, which makes it available to just become a normal shoulder bag. The reason why I like this shoulder bag in particular is because of the fact that it looks stylish. It doesn't say, hey look, I have $1,000 worth of equipment over my shoulder. It can carry a laptop. Has lots of pockets, but it has two main features that I was looking for in a shoulder bag. It has two straps underneath where you can strap a standard size tripod or mini tripod. Two pockets on the side, of course one for water because I do carry water with me. And then the last part was the handle on the top. It has a top handle. So if you don't actually have to pick it up by the strap, you can pick it up by the top handle and carry it that way as well. Definitely an item that most photographers or videographers would like to have instead of carrying around a large backpack with a ton of gear. Many times all you need is a small messenger bag with the needed camera and lenses without carrying a ton of gear and a lot of heavy gear. Price point on the the model that carries the 15-inch laptop is only $37.99, well within anyone's budget, and would make a great gift for a beginner photographer or videographer. The next product on my list is going to be the Neewer carbon fiber handheld stabilizer. Now this is a manual stabilizer, not a gimbal. It will stabilize your shots as you're moving around and trying to shoot some shots on your DSLR camera. It's a great product, and at only $69.99, what a tremendous value as opposed to purchasing an electronic gimbal. Of course, things can always go wrong with an electronic gimbal, but really the difference is the price. So at $69.99, I can afford that. I'm pretty sure most people can afford that as a gift for a photographer or videographer. But once you start getting in the $200, $300, $400 range, that's a little bit of a stretch. Definitely on my budget, that's a stretch. But I saw this one, and Neewer is a really good company. I really like their products, and this is something that I would like to give a try. So something I can recommend, under $100, and would give someone some good stable shots. The next product would make a great stocking stuffer. It is the Small Rig Camera Hot Shoe Mount 2-pack. And what a hot shoe mount will do is it'll give you the ability to mount accessories right to the top of your camera. The reason why I would like this is because I do film in GoPro, and since I'm a one-man show, I can actually mount my GoPro directly to the top of my camera so that my audience can actually see exactly what I'm shooting when I'm shooting it, instead of me having to set up my camera, go get my GoPro, and then make sure that the shots are the same. It's just seeing exactly what my camera is seeing. Pretty much it puts two cameras into one for me. The other things that you can add on there, you can add on an additional microphone. I'm definitely looking into getting an H1N Zoom microphone to help with the wind noise problem when I'm out in the field. That could actually mount to your camera as well and become a secondary microphone. Any accessory you would want to mount, lights, microphones, like I said, a GoPro, this 2-pack would be great for, and because it's only $10.99, makes it quick stocking stuffer accessory that's not going to break your budget. The next item is also by Neewer. It is the newer tripod Dolly. Newer tripod Dolly, what you would do is you would use your tripod, you would connect it to the tripod Dolly, and then you'd be able to easily move your tripod back and forth if you're doing panning shots. Definitely easier to move around in case you're doing a studio shot like I'm doing today. It would make it easier than having to pick up your tripod and move it around every moment. The wheels do lock, so once you find the correct position, you can lock it into place. Really what I want it for is for B-roll. As I'm trying to shoot B-roll, it would just steady the shot because the camera would then be on a tripod. It would make it easier for me to do product photography and product reviews because then I could smoothly move my camera. And since the wheels are adjustable for different widths, it would be easy for me to adjust the height of my camera as well. The price on this newer tripod Dolly is only $39.99. Would also make a great gift for photographers or videographers, but more specifically I think for videographers than photographers, unless they're doing food photography or portrait photography where they're going to be moving their camera but want to keep the height of the camera the same. Let's focus on the photographers for a moment, and the two things that you will definitely need as a beginning photographer or a photographer on a budget are filters. And there's two filters in particular that I've used time and time again. That is a circular polarizer and an ND filter. For those of you that aren't familiar with that, a circular polarizer will cut the glare and some of the haze out of your photos when you're shooting out in daylight, especially if you're shooting shots with water. As long as it's at a 90 degree angle, you can adjust the polarizer and cut down some of that glare and also get some of the colors back and detail back within your photos. What a ND filter will do for you is it's like sunglasses for your camera. It actually makes it darker. What I particularly use it for is to slow the motion of water. So if you're shooting waterfalls or you're shooting the ocean, also for clouds, if the clouds are moving across the horizon and you want to get that nice milky blurry look of the clouds, what you would do is use the ND filter to darken the scene, and then you can lower the shutter speed, which would then make for those nice blurry milky creamy clouds. The two that I use are the B&W circular polarizer. It has been has been working very good for me, and at only $57.50, a great price. Could be a stocking stuffer or just a straight up gift, but that's definitely something I can recommend. You can pay more for higher quality polarizers, but this one has worked really well for me and I haven't had any issues, and at under $100 you can't go wrong. The variable ND filter is by Gobe. I say Gobe, some people say Gobe, but it's G-O-B-E, and of course you'll see a picture here. That variable ND filter works pretty well for me. It's not the best in the world. It's only $37. You can't go wrong. It's a good place to start. And then it just depends on what size the lens is. So most of my lenses are 58 millimeter that I carry around with me on a daily basis. So the size of the ring matters as far as what lens they're going to use. So keep that in mind as you're looking to buy filters for your photographer or videographer in your family. So circular polarizer, variable ND filter, must have to have in any kit regardless of which brand or which type that you buy. Now let's talk about lenses. A lens that I can recommend, it would be a 50 millimeter lens for any photographer or videographer. Myself, I have a Canon 50 millimeter f1.8. Costs right around $100, $140, but it's a very versatile lens, and because of the lower f-stop, and the f-stop just means that it can capture content in a lower light setting, it is a great lens to have for street photography, portrait photography and also for video. In fact, I'm shooting this video on here now. Really the selling point of this lens is the great bokeh that it provides. As you can see, my background behind me is very blurry, but I'm very, very sharp. And that's what 50mm lenses can do for you, is give you that nice blurry background. Definitely shop around. Depending on the brand of camera, you'll want to purchase one that works for your photographer's brand of camera. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go into the higher end. It could break your bank easily. Canon does, like I said, the Canon does have a 50mm lens, which is the one that I have. I think that the cost was right around $100 when it was purchased. It was actually a Christmas gift for me, and I've been using it ever since. So 50mm lens, lowest f-stop that you can find possible. Finally, the last item on my list is the Boya lavalier mic. Great sound is super important when you're shooting a video. And at $20, the Boya lavalier mic provides great quality sound for the price point. This would also make a great stocking stuffer. It is a microphone that I highly recommend. It's the microphone I'm using to shoot this video now. The sound quality is really good, and you don't have to worry about the distance that you are from the camera. The camera kit that I purchased came with a Rode shotgun microphone, but the problem with the shotgun microphone is when you're working in an environment like I am today, the room itself isn't soundproofed. So what happens is that you get a lot of the ambient sound, whereas a lavalier is closer to your mouth. The sound is clear and it eliminates some of that background sound. Again, at $20, you just can't beat it. It's a great piece of kit to have and something that I can highly recommend as a great stocking stuffer or just as an additional gift. Well, that's it. That's my Amazon budget-friendly Christmas list for photographers and videographers. I have more on my list, but that's something that I'm going to share with my friends and family. If you'd like to see more, leave a comment below and let me know, hey Dave, do you have any other suggestions? A lot of these products are things that I would love to own, or if I already own them, I really enjoyed and thought they were of great value. Links for everything is down below. Keep in mind, I'm not sponsored by any of the companies or products. They're just things that I really enjoy, and I'd like to share that information with you. If you like this video, please let me know by clicking like, subscribe, help keep me self-employed. And again, if you have any comments or any suggestions, please let me know. I will see you guys next time, and if I don't see you before Christmas, happy holidays.